Welcome, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, this beautiful world. Welcome to Advanced Trainings with me, Petra. So if you are new to this Thursday night trainings, I've been doing them since September last year. We've been covering a lot of different topics. And today we have a really sought after topic that everybody's been asking me for a long time already. And this one has been a long time in the making. I needed to gather all the information that I needed. Okay. So today we are tackling digital nutrition. So I had a lot of people asking me, what do you do with digital nutrition? How do you do it? What is it, the point of it? So what does that mean? That we just don't eat food, we just use the frequency, we don't, do anything, we just apply Healy. So there's been a lot of different questions coming through the last 6 months, a year. So we're going to tackle them all tonight. We're going to look at them quite in depth because digital nutrition is a really extensive topic. So we're not going to be able to go into each and every program tonight. But I do have a surprise for you tonight. I have prepared a PDF. Lo and behold, right? Petra goes above and beyond. And you're going to be quite happy with it, if I'm honest. I'm quite happy with it myself, if I'm honest, when I put it all together. So let's dive in without further ado, so we can actually tackle this nutrition. Let me just share my screen so everybody can see it. Screen sharing done. Okay, let me find everyone here. Okay, perfect. So, supporting your lifestyle with digital nutrition. As you all know, Healy is a frequency device, and as always, as every Thursday, we need to give you notice. Our disclaimer is that Healy or Meg Healy, although they are IMF, individual microcurrent devices or specific microcurrent devices, and frequency devices, they are not intended to cure, treat, mitigate, diagnose, or prevent any disease or medical condition. Yeah. So whatever we are talking about tonight, although we love the devices, they're not magic pills. Yeah. They will not save you. Yeah. Like save you, you do nothing and Healy does everything. And you will need to put in the work and you will still need to shift certain things in your lifestyle. Yeah. Especially today when we're talking about digital nutrition. Okay. So my question to you, as always, put 1 in a comment if you are actually taking supplements daily. Pop 1 in the comments. I want to know how many of you are actually taking supplements. Oh, hi, everyone. I'm just looking at the comments now. Wow, perfect. 5. What's a 5? Is there like a different type of supplements out of this world? 5? 0. Okay, none of the supplements. Okay, quite of 7. I love that. I would love to understand what that is. Okay, so only 2 of you are not taking them, but the rest of you are taking supplements. Okay, so I want you to tell me in 1 sentence or few words, why are you taking supplements? Pop them in the comments. I would really love to know. Why are you taking the supplements that you are taking? Have been since childhood, okay? Doctor's orders, okay. Nutrients deficiency, food is not organically grown, health, because experts say you should, okay. To curb deficiencies, body does not produce, used to, but not anymore, I guess. Malabsorption, maintain good health, not intake of is required. Believe that the food consumed doesn't have sufficient vitamin nutrition. Yeah, okay. Iron deficiency. support certain deficiencies. Okay. Over consciousness. Okay. Improve working of body functions, stronger physical body. Okay. Interesting ways of thinking. Yeah. And of course, nutrition is, thank you for your responses after all. Let me just go. So let's look at nutrition and why you are taking supplements and why you should be taking supplements, or why we're doing things. So let's look at nutrition. So what is nutrition? Yeah, like every time we look at nutrition. So nutrition is the study of nutrients in food, how the body uses the nutrients, and the relationship between diet, health, and disease. So nutrition is not just food. Yeah, it's the complex relationship of what we ingest, or what I like to say invest into our body, and what we get out, and how our body actually uses all those things that we put into our body. So it involves consuming, absorbing, and utilizing. That's really important one, utilizing nutrients. Yeah, necessary for growth, development, and maintenance of life or body. So we sometimes, and I'm guilty of that as well, through our life, we tend to believe what others tell us. We go by whatever the doctor says, and I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying that this is how we do it, right? So we trust in someone else to tell us what we really need. And majority of times when we look at food, supplements, or anything else that we invest into our body as an investment, majority of times we forget to look at the second part that's actually crucial, and that is the feedback of our body. So how our body is actually utilizing nutrients, and how the maintenance of the body, how the changes that you're seeing in the body. So that's really important. Eating foods just for the sake of food is not actually beneficial for the body all the time. Yeah. And eating supplements for the sake of supplements is also not beneficial for the body all the time. So it's really important to, like I've always been talking about for the last, I don't know, almost a year now, checking with your body what it needs is important. And we're going to get to that, how to do that. Yeah. So let's look at the nutrients that we actually consume, we put into the body, and what nutrients we actually need and the body really needs. So we have two types of nutrients, with some macronutrients and micronutrients. Yeah. So big ones and small ones. Yeah. So the big ones that we normally all understand, these are actually nutrients required in large amounts. Yeah. So our body, these are building blocks of the body. And these are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. So I don't know if you actually know, but your body can produce carbohydrates on its own. So that's the only macronutrient that your body can produce on its own. So it can produce fats. It can't produce, for example, omega-3 or omega-6 fats. So we need to obtain that from environment, and from either through our nutrition, supplementation, or different ways, frequency. And fat and proteins are actually the largest macronutrient that your body can only produce certain amounts of amino acids, but never can produce a perfect amount of amino acids in order for the body to function. So proteins are the only macronutrient that we actually need to consume. Yeah. So how we consume it, that's a different story, but proteins are highly, highly needed for your body to build cells. Because remember, amino acids are the blocks for the proteins. The proteins are the blocks to build for the cells to be made. We talked about this last week when we looked at the bioenergetic vitalization. So having an adequate amount of those macronutrients is important. Why? Not to be healthy, but in order for the body to actually rebuild. Remember last week we talked about every 7 years, you actually rebuild every single cell in your body. So if you are lacking the amount of nutrients that you need, so it's like building a house. So if you're lacking the stones, or if you're lacking the bricks, then you're going to have holes in the house, right? So it's not going to be airtight. You're going to be cold in winter if it's really cold. Yeah, if it's minus 25, you're going to be cold. So you need to have the building blocks in order to actually regenerate. So then we have the micronutrients, which are required in small amounts. These are vitamins and minerals, and trace minerals go under the minerals. So we have organic compounds, which are essential for various bodily functions. So we have water-soluble vitamins and fat-soluble vitamins. So people forget about the fat-soluble vitamins, and they normally take the fats out of their nutrition and their diet because they think that fat makes you fat. But if you don't understand, the healthy fats are actually the only thing that unlocks the fat in your body. So the absorption and the utilization of the fat that you have stored in your storage, the extra fluffy thing around the body, that fat can only be unlocked with fat, not with exercise or anything else, but with fat. So if you are actually, when people go to me in nutrition, I need to, go low fat and then lose weight, please do not do that. Please, because the body will go into stress and you are actually not giving it the right building blocks in order to regenerate. And what's going to happen, you are actually depleting your body of the nutrients that it needs, and the body will start storing fat from carbohydrates and from extra proteins. So if you don't have enough fats, you will actually start storing everything that's extra in fat, and the liver does that, right? So in order for you to have a proper regeneration, we need the right building blocks. And the minerals are one of the really important ones as well. Although they are used and needed in small quantities and amounts, but minerals are what I call a key to a lock for the cell. So the minerals are the ones that actually open up the door into the cell in order for the cell to actually get the right information in the DNA. And what we looked at last week, the mitochondria, which is the plant, the energetic plant of the cell. Yeah. So where we actually make energy. So these are really important foundations. So let's look at what happens with nutrition that we put into ourselves and why is it important. So first of all, proper nutrition is vital, and it's vital for health and development, disease prevention, and longevity and productivity. Why am I saying that? And this involves the DNA from last week, and I've intentionally put bioenergetic vitalization before the digital nutrition because they they connect to each other. Yeah, because through epigenetics, which is literally just in layman's terms, it actually just means how the outside environment influences our genetic material, which is the DNA, because we can, remember, switch the genes off and on. So nutrition is one of those elements that can influence switching, turning on and off the genes that we have in our DNA. And one of those things are the building blocks as well as the minerals and vitamins in the body. So let's look at, when we look at health and development, proper nutrition supports infant, child, and maternal health. So nutrition is crucial, especially for women as well as men. So if you are, for example, wanting a child, women sometimes think that they need to be healthy, but the man is fine. You need to understand that sperm carries the genetic material. So if the sperm is damaged and the genetic material in the sperm is damaged, the women can literally have abortion because, or miscarriage, because the genetic material is actually damaged. There is no blocks to heal it. Yeah. So it's really important to understand that also the sperm carries the genetic material that builds the placenta. So the placenta is an organ that is built by the sperm, not by a woman, by a sperm. So the genetic material comes through that. So having a proper nutrition on both sides is really important. Yeah. Synthesis, strengthens our immune system, ensures safe pregnancies and childbirth. It also ensures how we regenerate. Yeah, overall. It also has shown through studies that balanced diet actually prevents diabetes. Yeah, because if we have the right nutrients, the gut is working properly, so the organs are not stressed like spleen and our liver, that are influencing the diabetes. Cardiovascular diseases as well. So if we have high inflammation, our cardiovascular system will be stressed, And we need the proper building blocks, especially minerals and proteins, yeah? And then certain cancers through research have shown that can be prevented with a proper nutrition, yeah? Proper building blocks for the body to regenerate. So what is proper nutrition? But before we go into that, I've actually popped this in. This is a photo that you can see. And I wanted to pop this in because we're going to go into the programs and what is in the programs and how they're built, so you can understand how digital nutrition actually works. So if you look at, for example, eyes, yeah, so this is actually signs of nutritional deficiencies. So if you have, or let's say we have muscle and joint. This is some joints and muscles are something that's quite popular and quite often a challenge, yeah? So the signs could be muscle cramping. And muscle cramping means that is lack of magnesium, B1, B2, and B6, yeah? If you have twitching, muscle twitching, yeah? You're lacking B1, B2, B3, B6, B9, vitamin D, magnesium, and calcium. So you see how all these minerals, vitamins, they're nutrients that are important for the body to build new blocks in order to not have, to have a proper propagation of your cells, which we covered last week. Yeah. So, and these are literally important in every single system and function of the body. So this is just one of them. I will post this in the group so you can get it. Yeah. So what is proper nutrition in its essence? Yeah. Everybody out there will tell you what's the proper nutrition for them, and that you should follow that, and that's how it is, and that's the only way to get healthy. Yeah. I will be a bit controversial here. Yeah. And I will say to you, every single person is different. And every single person would need different nutrients, because you are not feeding the body itself. You are feeding your DNA, because your DNA genes are carrying information through cell to another cell. And they are dividing the cells, and they are the one orchestrating how things are built. So if certain genes are turned on and off, like we looked at last week, we need to understand what we want. So if certain genes are turned on and we want them to turn off, we need to supplement, different ways of supplementation, but we need to actually support our genetic material in order to actually switch the polarity and actually start changing how it's divided. Yeah. So we also need to give our body building blocks. So I had a question once. So if I ran a digital nutrition frequencies, I don't need to eat food anymore. Well, let's look at this way. If you're at stage of being a breatharian, and you trust me, if you are at a stage of being breatharian, which means you don't eat food, you don't drink water, and you literally live of prana, which is the sun energy and the energy around you, which is ether, yeah, which is possible, but we are all at different stages of evolution of energy, yeah. And if you still have issues in your physical body and you are out of balance, trust me, you are nowhere near to being breatharian, because when your body is in balance, you don't need as much nutrients in order to rebuild yourself. But if you are out of balance, so if you have issues with your skin, your bones, your eyes, your hormones, your digestive tract, whatever it is that you can think of, yeah, your body needs building blocks because it is damaged in a way that it has been damaged in the past, and those damaged cells have been dividing for a long time, and now the body needs to repair it before it actually can regenerate fully. So in order for you to regenerate fully, you need to provide your body with building blocks. So yes, you need food, and you need the right amount of food, and you also need the right amount of building blocks of protein, fats, and carbohydrates, which definitely need to be low GI, meaning glycemic index, it's what spikes your insulin levels. Yeah. So carbohydrates like processed foods and breads and pastas and all of that, if it's not made with, the old wheat flour, like corn flour, or if it's processed and not done in a way that they used to do it, then it's going to spike your sugar. Yeah, so the only way to actually understand how to support your body when it's out of balance in nutrition, you first and foremost need to eliminate all the carbohydrates. And then you need to start building with protein and fats, because that's what your hormones and your cells are made of. Yeah, so carbohydrates, your body can make it there on its own. It's not preferable, but of course you can have it. But at the same time, you need to really lower it if you want to lower the inflammation in the body and start regenerating. So we need adequate protein. We need, for healthy cells, we need adequate protein. We need high intake of vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, and seeds. These have minerals, vitamins. They also have enzymes in there, which your body actually needs. And make sure that you buy as organic as possible. Yeah. And even organic today, it's probably 1/10 or probably 1/100th of what it was used to be, because the soil is so depleted. So we need to understand that people say to me, you know, we had this debate the other day, and one of my friends went complete carnivore, which is literally no vegetables, no carbohydrate, just meat. Yeah. And they told me, yeah, but folate, you know, which is, so folic acid and folate are different things. So folate is natural form. Folic acid is not a natural form. So folate you can get in certain meats, but not enough for women. Yeah. So it's been shown through research the carnivore diet is lacking certain minerals and vitamins for women. So it's really important to understand, if you have already been challenged before and you're stressing your body with really intense changes, your body will tell you what it needs. So if you're craving a certain thing and you're healing your gut, if you're craving sugar, that's different. But if you're craving certain vegetables and things like that, or meats or some certain things, your body knows why it's craving them, because your smell, your frequency will understand. Your body knows what it needs. Yeah. So it's really important to check in with your body. We also need adequate intake of minerals, 92 minerals per day, not once a week. Yeah. Per day. So that's why it's really important to either include Irish sea moss gel or whatever you want to, or Celtic salt, which also has minerals in there. Yeah. So your body can then actually dilute that and cells can actually absorb it. So ideally, no processed foods, no sugars, no additives, no toxins. So avoiding anything that's processed, because that actually damages your cells and your DNA. And if you're bringing in things that are damaging your cells and DNA and your tissue, right, and you're vibrating things to yourself, or you're taking supplements, you're actually not doing any changes, because at the same time that you are trying to heal and support, you are now damaging at the same time. So you're not really doing anything for yourself. So you need to look at your environment and how it influences you and your body, and eliminate things that are not good for you, and then bring in the goodies. Yeah. Okay. So why digital nutrition? So what is digital nutrition, right? So digital nutrition has been a term before Healy, but Healy actually was the first company that came out with application of nutrition through frequency. So we had frequencies before, but as a company, they've actually kind of brought this out. And it's actually really, really amazing. When this came out, my whole body was so excited. And it was really hard back then when we got the Healys to actually get any information on digital nutrition. Yeah, it was really limited. But when time passed by, we kind of started digging deeper. So, as I said, digital nutrition frequencies do not replace your food. You still need building blocks. So digital nutrition actually, with Healy, we have our Healys, yeah, that can apply the frequencies to the body. We also have the Healy watch. Yeah, the Healy watch actually measures the feedback of your body and actually recommends certain digital nutrition frequencies, because it actually senses what minerals and things your body needs, and it's depleted, and it can actually apply that back. So it's a real-time feedback. And so why would we choose digital nutrition over supplementation or, other different liquid supplements or whatever you want to call them? So first of all, it's a personalized approach because Healy actually shows results that are actually relevant to your body. So you're not eating vitamin D just because you think you need vitamin D. Your Healy actually scans your field and scans the field of every cell in your body and comes back with feedback of saying, these are the nutrients that you're missing. This is what you need support with. So you apply this, you're bringing yourself back to balance. Also, it's convenient and accessible, right? You don't need to buy, you literally just apply. So you don't have to buy supplements, take them with you on a travel. You literally take your Healy with you, you scan, you apply the frequencies, and that's it. And if you have whoever actually used digital nutrition before, you will know how fast you can feel the change in the body. Like for me, digital nutrition is amazing. I've been using it since it came out. Yeah, I don't know, 3 years now. 2 or 3 years, I think it is. And it's really important to understand that it's not only because it's frequency, it's not only applying nutrition. It actually applies certain elements in that program that are not only helping you with the nutrition, they're helping you with building blocks of your cells, meaning they are regenerating and helping regenerate your cells so you can come back into balance. I can't even speak today. Okay, so it's real-time feedback. So Healy sensor, we know we have a sensor in Healy, and it will always provide the results for your current needs. So if, for example, you're taking a vitamin C supplement, yeah, and you're taking it every day, but for example, today you need a bit more of zinc, not vitamin C, and tomorrow you need a bit more iron than vitamin C, and your body Healy will recognize what elements you need best, and it will actually provide the programs, which is really amazing to me. And it's in real time right now, what your body's needs are now. And also supports, it's support for specific health concerns. So meaning that when you use the Heal Advisor search app, it will offer you programs for specific focuses. Yeah. So if you want to take a look at nutrition, so you want to support building blocks to regenerate your skin, for example, or to support your skin. Or if you want to support nutrition for your hormone balance, you can actually enter this in Heal Advisor search app, and I'll show you later. But you can enter that in, and it will give you only digital nutrition programs that actually support specifically that. So you can actually tailor that within the app for you. And we need to understand the Heal Advisor search app is based on AI. So it has multiple information in there. And when you literally put in a specific focus, it will pull out all information and literally present you with the results that you need. Yeah. But Healy itself, it's not an AI. Just so we clarify that. I had this conversation this week. And then we have integration with technology. So as we said, Healy Watch gives you recommendation, and we know that it can monitor your heartbeat and your heart rate and your body signals and your sleep. And it will offer you certain suggestions for the programs. And when we look at digital nutrition, people think, oh, it's going to replace the food. It's going to replace the supplement. Yes, it does replace the supplement, but it does not replace the food. What it does is with the DNA, 97% of our DNA, our genetic material, is actually, well, it can be influenced. It can be influenced by environment, by our nutrition, food we eat, how we think, how we feel. Do we feel safe in the environment or not? Is it hot? Is it cold? So all of those signals are actually getting into the body, and your DNA is responding to them. So your DNA will adjust based on your environment, and that is 97% of it. Only 3% is fixed. So only 3% is dedicated to division of cell and things that you don't think about. Yeah, things that need to be done and organized so you can exist, so you can regenerate every single day and every single minute. And if we can actually be influenced by environment, then the frequency is what influences the DNA, and how it influences it is it actually enhances the bioavailability of whatever you put in your body. So for example, instead of saying, oh, I'm applying vitamin C, yeah? Okay, so if you take, for example, a supplement in vitamin C, it needs to go through a digestive tract. It depends on how much stomach acid you have to digest that tablet. It depends on how strong is your small intestine to absorb that. So how much enzymes you have, how strong is your large intestine, how much circulation you have, how your cells are actually absorbing things. All of that influences how much vitamin C you're actually going to get from that supplement. When we apply frequency, what happens is we are influencing the DNA directly. And that means it's like opening the door of the cell. We literally open the windows and the doors so the body can absorb the nutrients that you are eating much better. So if your body needs more iron and you run a program that, supports that, there's few of the programs that have that in, but supports that, it will actually help the bioavailability and absorption of those nutrients when you eat lunch, dinner, or whatever you're doing. Yeah. Even if you're still taking supplements, you can still enhance the bioavailability. Sorry. And we also know that food today has less and less minerals and vitamins and nutrients in itself. So if you're looking at eating only meat, or if you're looking at combining, we need to understand that the vegetables grown in the soil will have the amount of minerals the soil has. So if the soil doesn't have enough enzymes and bacteria to break those minerals down so the plant can actually absorb it, the plant won't have it. So if the plant won't have it and the cow grazes on that grass, or whatever she eats, right, on that day, if the grass or the plant doesn't have those nutrients, the cow will have no either. So just letting you know that it depends on the soil. Yeah. And if the soil is depleted, which it is today, no matter the amount of great organic vegetables you eat, you will still have depletion of minerals in the body. And it's really important to actually amp up the bioavailability and absorption of those minerals. And we can do that with frequency really simply and easily. So we also understand that the nutrients and the right nutrients can affect the DNA, and we can turn on and turn off the genes, and epigenetics has proven that. So we also don't want to strain the liver and digestive tract with supplements. So I know this quite well through my healing journey. If you would have seen my door of the refrigerator 15 years back. Yeah. Wow. There's probably 15 years now. Or is it 18? My whole refrigerator door was full of supplements. Yeah. Complete full. And I would eat probably a whole bowl of supplements twice a day. And back then I didn't know how I was quite depleted, and I didn't know how much strain I was putting on my liver. And after I got a bit better, my liver went into shock because I was completely straining it, and my gut went into shock because I was straining it. So we need to understand that eating or overeating supplements is not good for our body when we are healing either. So combining with frequency is actually amazing. In my experience, is one of the things that I am truly grateful for to have in my life. So, and also the physical and the frequencies itself are actually faster for the body to absorb and respond to, because the body does not need energy to create a new hormone first to digest the food and then get the signals and then create a new hormone to get from fats and proteins to create a new cell. So it can actually start creating hormones and nutrients and elements in our body without actually using the energy for digestion. So that's actually a really cool thing, which is, in my experience, a really practical and faster regenerative for the body. Yes, so that's about it. So that's the basics. So let's dive into our 6 pages. So we're not going to go into specific programs, but I will share with you how you can have access to all of the information. And it's too many of the programs, but I will give you the groups of every single page and you will understand why I did that. And I will show you how you can actually learn more later after this session. So I'm not actually, because we could be here for 4 hours or more if I want to go into the depth of every single thing. Okay, so our digital nutrition mixtures. Okay, so digital nutrition mixtures have 6 program pages, and every single page has 12 programs. So that's 72 programs of the 6 digital nutrition mixtures. So this is, the first 2 were named by Healy, and the last 3 I named them myself with my experience and when I actually did the research of what these programs can do. You can rename them yourself if you want to, that's your choice, but I will show you what these are. So the first page of digital nutrition mixtures, which is this one, is dedicated to the body. So these are the programs of brain harmony, hair harmony, skin harmony, heart harmony, head harmony, gastrointestinal system harmony, muscle harmony, nail harmony, nerve harmony, kidney harmony, ear harmony, and thyroid harmony. So these are all programs supporting the physical body organs and the physical structure of the body. Yeah, so they have specific nutrients, elements, and vitamins and minerals and trace elements and all of that combined into a program that specifically supports the needs of the brain or the needs of the hair. Yeah, and I will show you later how that looks like. The second mixture, which is this one, contains, it's dedicated to metabolism, not only metabolism of, your food, but your cell as well. So we have your age, your amino acids, your alkaline powder, connective tissue harmony, blood harmony, weight, liver harmony, minerals, trace minerals, vegan, vitamin B complex, and vitamin intake. So vitamin intake is literally the absorption of the vitamins in the body. Yeah, so the frequencies are actually helping you to absorb the vitamins in the body. And you will get all the information for the program, so don't stress. The third mixture is the light blue one, and I call the detox. Yeah, so the detox is all the programs that are helping you with nutrients and minerals when your body is detoxing, so you can actually add on things so you have a better regeneration, so your body is not so stressed and taxed. Yeah, so this is alcohol intake. No, that doesn't mean that you absorb alcohol, although it does sound like that. But it is in order for example, this will come up if you scan and your liver is not actually performing well, so it needs support. Alcohol intake might come up as a program. Or if you've had a party night or haven't slept properly, your gut is not actually working properly, this might come up as well. Yeah, it helps to detox the liver, detox the gut. It actually helps to pull out things out of the body with the minerals and nutrients that are in there. And then antioxidants, lymphatic system harmony for women. So this one's really good because it has all the balancing elements for your hormones and adrenals and all of that. Spirituality. So a lot of people ask me a lot of times, well, what is spirituality in digital nutrition? So spirituality literally looks at your brain, your neuron connection, your pineal gland. So all of these connections that are actually looking at the brain and the body connection. So, and it based on nutrition. Yeah. So how can you support that in order to have better performance? Then we have impurities, which literally are detoxification. Birth is literally taking care of the reproductive organs and the adrenal glands and the combination of things in there. Hormonal system harmony is amazing. Libido, sensitivities are literally for like allergies and stuff. Defense, and then we have the secondary plant systems. So secondary plant systems, I don't know how many of you are actually using this, but this program actually helps with, the nutrients in there are known to help with reducing inflammation, not only in the cell, but in the body itself. So it's actually an amazing program. If you haven't tried it yet, I would truly, truly encourage you to. And then we have the regeneration group, which is the mixtures of 4. And these are all your energy, so energy of the cell as well, not just your energy, the production of energy. Fatigue, which is also your hormone balance, the energy production of the cell. Eyesight, which is not the eyesight only, the front, it's the whole eye and the connection to the brain. Sports is all about regeneration after strain and exercise. Men is also regeneration of the hormones, the testosterone, the prostate. So there's a lot of combinations of minerals that influence that. Regeneration is a regeneration on a DNA level in the cell. Women, so if you are a man and you scan Healy and a program called Women comes up, don't stress. Because there are frequencies in there for elements that actually influence not only female eggs, but also sperm. So just letting you know, that's coming up as well. Children is literally for the brain growth, the muscle growth, the cell growth for children when they're growing up. Psyche is all about the mood and the brain and heart connection, and the cell regeneration. Then we have sleep, which is all about the melatonin, serotonin hormone connections for sleep and anxiety and stress. Growth is amazing. So this is really good, like when we have we can vibrate that with resonance, for example, for kids, but it's when we're growing really fast. And that can be used after surgeries, for example, when we need a speedy growth of regeneration. That program is actually really good. Then we have tissue harmony in regeneration, which is all about the regeneration of the tissue. And then we have the mixture 5, which is all about movement. Movement meaning circulation in the body, moving your muscles, respiratory, right? Bringing oxygen into the body. So any movement of energy, oxygen, blood, muscles, physical body. Yeah. We have breath, which is has frequencies of minerals, vitamins, and elements that have been known to protect the lung tissue and also to regenerate it, as well as to strengthen the immunity of the lungs as well. Motion is all about the muscle and the movement of the bones and muscles and tissues. Competition is when we have, for example, people that do competition, for example, marathon runners, or people that run a lot, or people that actually have a lot of stress and strain on their muscles. Then structure is all about the bones, the connective tissue, everything else. Men, this one is actually really good. It balances not only hormones, prostate, but also the brain and the gut connection. Regeneration, I'm up there. Competition, structure, mobility. So mobility is literally regenerating the tissue within the muscle. Activation is activating the cell, the energy in the cell, the neurons, the circulation, anything in the body. Then we have reduction, which is lowering inflammation and things like that. Exertion, when we are straining ourselves too much, so we need regeneration. Circulation of the body, blood, oxygen, anything within the body that is moving. Rigidity, when we have strain on the physical bones or things are not flowing properly. Lifestyle is when we are missing nutrients in the body. Yeah, so depending if we have a really active lifestyle, or if we have a really not active lifestyle, this actually supports with frequencies with certain minerals and vitamins that we are lacking in overall lifestyle. And energetic is building the energy within the cell. Then we have relief, which is the last one. And this is all about relief in the body, where we feel certain tension or things that we would like to shift. For example, skin harmony 2, it's not 2, I put it 2 because they're two same ones, but they will just come up as skin harmony. And then we have bioinformation, which is really important as a communication between the DNA and when the cell starts dividing, and the communication between cells. And then we have comfort is literally just your body's comfort of relaxing the muscle, literally calming down the mood. And then we have exhaustion. So if you have like a lot of adrenal fatigues and things like that, there's frequencies of minerals and vitamins that support that to regenerate. For mature women, this is for women, you know, going into menopause, balancing the hormones that influence the bones, the bone health, the heart health, the brain health, and of course the anxiety or insomnia that comes with that. Passion is all about getting active energy, activating things within the reproductive system. Balance is balancing the energy of the cell and things in the body. Relief, it's working on the brain and the pain system in the body. Joy of life actually contains melatonin and serotonin frequencies, which actually produce the zest of life. So feeling more joyful. Yeah. So that actually influences your brain, your hormone health, and your adrenals to lower the stress. Recreation is to actually support your body to have a comfortable movement in your body. Yeah. And then rest is if you you're wired and tired and your adrenals are not working properly, it actually promotes the connection between the brain and the hormone system. And then teeth harmony, it's all about teeth. So promoting the support of the structure of the enamel, to actually regenerate the bacteria, the immune system of the mouth, and everything else. So this is in general. Yeah. I will show you how you can get more information. Don't worry. But before we go into that, I want to show you something else. I know today we have a lot, so there's 2 slides left, I promise. So how are digital nutrition mixtures actually the programs itself? How are they built? So let's look at one of the programs so you can actually understand when you were going to look at the PDF that I've created, so you can understand why it's built that way and why, you know, what you are looking at. So the digital nutrition mixture programs actually contain the resonance frequencies for the individual substances that are in there. Yeah, so they put specific frequencies for all those substances like vitamins, elements, minerals, whatever it is, and they put it together in a way that frequency actually complement each other, so they all contribute to something in the body. Yeah, so it's not just randomly throwing frequencies there, but they actually created a holistic program for you. And like every other Healy program, yeah, if you run it on a IMF, meaning bracelets, yeah, you will be charging your cell. And by charging yourself, you're giving your cell energy. So you're giving it information to divide properly, like we talked about last week, in order to actually regenerate properly. And now you're also, but with digital nutrition, you're giving it the right information for the building blocks of elements that it needs in order to produce the right quantity in order to divide and produce itself properly. So for example, in Digital Nutrition Mixtures 1, we have the program called Gastrointestinal System Harmony. The gastrointestinal system harmony contains magnesium. I do not know how to forgot how to pronounce it. Molybdenum. I think molybdenum, something like that. I forgot. Molybdenum. Vitamin B1, copper, and potassium. So in the PDF, you're going to get this. So I've really shrink it down, but I gave you an example so you understand what these minerals and vitamins, if you would take them in the body, yeah, how they influence your body. So you can understand what happens within the body. When we apply frequency, your body will start utilizing it in ways that it needs. Yeah, but these are literally by research. This is what these elements and vitamins have been shown and known to do in the body. So what this kind of combination of minerals and elements and vitamins does is it supports the proper digestion and nutrient absorption, muscle function and motility in the digestive tract, maintenance of the gut lining and immune function, enzyme activity for breaking down food, and electrolyte balance and hydration in the digestive system. So you can see how all is connected to the same gastrointestinal tract, and it looks at it from different elements in order to actually build it holistically. So these programs have been designed phenomenally, and they've really been putting a lot of knowledge and information into these programs. And if you are not using them, I would encourage you to start. So let's break this down so you can understand what each of the elements has been known to do in the body connected to the gastrointestinal tract. So magnesium is an essential mineral, and it actually supports proper muscle function in the digestive tract, helping with peristalsis, which is the movement of food through the intestine. So it's literally moving the food through the body or through the colon. It also helps neutralize the stomach acid, potentially reducing symptoms of acid reflux. Yeah, we also understand that acid reflux comes from somewhere else, but it also helps, that has been shown to help reduce that. Plays a role in enzyme function for breaking down food. It also may help alleviate constipation by drawing water into the intestines. So all of these has been shown, the mineral does this in the body. And we know that body is energy. There's no difference between the energy and the food. We all have the same frequency, and every specific frequency needs to be represented to the cell, because it works on a frequency, because it has voltage, in order for the cell to absorb that mineral. So frequency is actually a really, really good information for the cell in order to open up the doors and absorb those minerals. Molybdenum, I think it is, essential trace element, excuse my expression, but it's an essential trace element, and it acts as a cofactor for enzymes involved in detoxification and metabolism. It helps break down sulfates, which are your additives in the foods, which majority of you probably have issues with, which some people are sensitive to in foods. And if you have any digestive issues, that's probably one of the things that you need to look into. Supports the metabolism of amino acids containing sulfur. Yeah, so it's really important how you build your blocks and how your body digests things through the tract. Then vitamin B1, it's an essential for glucose metabolism, which is important for providing energy to the cell lining in the digestive tract. We want that. And it helps maintain the tone of smooth muscles in the digestive tract, supports the health of the digestive tract walls, which we want, because otherwise toxins go into the blood, where much of the immune system is actually located. So your digestive wall contains your immune system cells. And may help prevent or alleviate nausea and other gastrointestinal symptoms. So this is what has been shown. Copper is essential trace mineral. A lot of people forget about copper, and a lot of people with iron deficiency forget about copper as well. And copper is really important with absorption of iron and vitamins, together with vitamin C. And copper is necessary for the formation of collagen and elastin. So without collagen, we can't create anything. Yeah. Which are important for the structural integrity of the digestive tract. It builds the cells to close the holes in the walls. And plays a role in our metabolism, we know that, which is crucial for preventing anemia that can affect digestive health. Has antimicrobial properties that may help maintain a healthy balance of gut bacteria. And potassium is essential mineral, helps regulate your fluid balance in the body, including in the digestive system, supports proper muscle function, including the muscles of the digestive tract, may help prevent or alleviate muscle cramps in the digestive system, and plays a role in maintaining the proper pH balance in the stomach and intestines. So pH balance means stomach acidic, the digestive tract not acidic. Yeah? So we need to understand that all of these minerals, vitamins, elements, nutrients that we are getting are crucial for literally balancing every single part of our body. So why I did this is, before we go into the protocol, I'll pop this and then I'll pop you the PDF, because I prepared you a PDF exactly containing all of that information, so you can have that for every single program. I've been doing this for a while now, so I'm sharing this with you because I really want you to start using these programs, because they are amazing. Yeah. So I prepared a mini protocol for you. So how do we use digital nutrition? Yeah. How do we apply it? So this is my approach, and by far not the only one. Yeah. So I have two different approaches. One is I use the Healy Advisor Endless app, so the blue app, and I scan my digital nutrition mixtures only, specifically just digital nutrition mixtures, not all Healy programs, but digital nutrition mixtures. And I actually scan that at the beginning of the week. I vibrate that entire list to myself every single day for the time that my body needs. Yeah, you can start, if you have not done this before, start with the Healy guidelines. Yeah, either 37 seconds 8 times a day, or minute and 20 for 4 times a day. Yeah, I normally run between a minute and 20 up to 6 minutes. If you are, so I do that, and I vibrate that same list every single day for a week, and then I rescan at the beginning of next week. And I apply one program, because you get 5 programs. Yeah, I apply one program per day, yeah, out of that list with bracelets. Just one program per day from that list with bracelets. That's how I do normally if I want to add on my nutrients, so to have better absorption. And if you are sensitive to bracelets, then of course use coil. And if it's coil, if it's too much, just use just normal Healy. Start with small, yeah? If you are really depleted and you feel like you are lacking certain things, there is an option, but I would be cautious with that. Yeah, so you can try it, but then try it only for one night. Please do not do that every night, and see how your body responds. And I wouldn't do that more than once a month. So you can vibrate the same list of frequencies of digital nutrition for the entire night while you sleep. So when you are in your subconscious and during the night, your body actually regenerates. So if you are really depleted in certain things, you can try it. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. I'm saying try it so you can actually observe the feedback of your body. If it's too much, then go back to starting with 37 seconds or a minute 20. And I wouldn't do that every single night at all. Just do first night, the first time, and then give yourself a break for at least 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. And then if you feel like you need more, do that again. And check with your body what your body needs. But I normally do like short amounts of time, up to 6 minutes a day. That's mine. But you need to check with yourself. Then the second approach is choose a focus for 3 months. So for example, you can check your Heal Advisor search app, and I can show you that. I'll share a screen and I'll show you later, just so I can go through this one. So you can check your Heal Advisor search app, and you can actually search for a specific focus. I don't know, you want to work on your skin, yeah, or you want to support your brain, or you want to support your hormones. And literally put those digital nutrition mixture programs into your IMF schedule and run them on a daily basis, or literally 5 days, 6 days a week, every single day for 3 months. Yeah, so you start applying that with bracelets or coil. Yeah, so that's an IMF current. So you are actually supporting the body for specific focus. You can, if you wish to, vibrate the list of digital nutrition mixtures through the blue app once per day, together with the protocol that you have for 3 months. So that's also an option. But you need to check with your own body how your body is feeling. So what I mean by that, if you get agitated, or if you feel like you're anxious, or you feel like you're getting a bit sick because you have a bit more too much detox coming out, just pull back. Less is more. Yeah. Make sure that you're checking in with your body every single day. Okay. Let's look at First, let's look at the Heal Advisor. So I'm just going to stop sharing and I'm going to connect my phone so I can actually show you what we have. Where are we? Here we go. I'm just going to connect this so I can actually show you. Okie dokie. Let's see. Where am I? Here. Okay, can you see my phone? Everybody? Okay, perfect. Because the last time I started talking and nobody saw anything. So I just wanted to double check. Okay, so the digital nutrition, so you have an option. So you can, the last app, the first app that came out had an option for like recipes and all of that thing, but this now it doesn't have that. Yeah, so you can have the shopping list, so you can actually select nutritional type. For example, I don't know, you can go I don't know, your Vedic nutrition, alkaline diet, low carbohydrate, for example, like your diet, what you normally eat or what would you like to eat. And then you go confirm. And then if you have any intolerances, I don't know, gluten-free, lactose-free, I don't know what it is, food map, you confirm that. And it's going to give you a shopping list of foods or recommendations of what you can eat based on that to support your diet. Yeah, so it's a shopping list of foods. It doesn't give you recipes, it doesn't give you anything else. We used to have like a small questionnaire, but that's not there anymore. You do have digital nutrition search. So if you go in here and you say I want to support skin, so you go, don't do skin because it's going to be an IMF program that's not in a digital nutrition. So when you go into skin, for example, you choose the first package. So Harmony Skin, and it will actually give you all the digital nutrition mixtures for the skin. So if you would like to focus on the skin for 3 months, you literally put this into IMF schedule, get IMF schedule, and pop it into your calendar. So it will give you calendar options. Yeah, if you want to change the times when you actually apply the program, so it will give you a program, what it is of the digital nutrition, digital nutrition. Oh my goodness. And you can start a program from here. It will go directly into your Pink app. But if you want to change the times, you literally click on this little pen and go change application times. And then you can choose what, is it morning, afternoon, or evening? When do you want to run the programs? And you can update the schedule and it will run depending on that. It will give you programs based on your choices. Yeah. And it will give you reminders at those times per day so you can run the program. So this is literally really simple. This is how I use the focus aspect of it. And you can do the same thing for any other programs, IMF programs, or any other, challenges that you would like to support. This is literally about the Healy Advisor. What I do want to share with you, and I'm going to share this with you, definitely you're going to get this in the group. I'm just going to share this with you so you can understand what I was talking about today. This one. Okay. I have prepared a PDF for you specifically on all 6 pages of digital nutrition. And I have gave you the body. So you will have the brain harmony, so the program. You will have the frequencies that are in that program. And you will also have what these elements have been known to support. So you can have a bit of a understanding what this program actually does for you. Have in mind that does not mean if it says this is what it does, doesn't mean that that's what the program does. That means that these elements, the frequencies of these elements have been known to support these things in the body. Yes? So that doesn't mean that you can go and say around to everyone that the brain harmony, gives you antioxidant protection. Yeah? No. some of the elements and the combination of these elements have been shown through research by having them in the body that they have had this support. Yeah. So just have in mind, because this is really important for being compliant. Yeah. That's why Healy didn't want to have all of this, because it's really, really easy to get caught up in certain situations that are not really good. So just giving this disclaimer out there. This is only for your own understanding of what this program can support you with and the elements within that, so you can choose better. But you also have Heal Advisor search, where you can put your suggestions or challenges or issues, and it will come up with specific programs. So you don't have to understand everything, you just need to use it. Yeah. You're going to get this PDF. It's going to be available for you. I'm going to pop it into the group so you can actually download it for yourself. And it is for each and every group. Yeah. And it's color coded so you understand. And I gave you the group name as well, so you can understand which one goes where, and you can find the programs based on that. Yeah. I think I am done. Now, if there are any questions, please put your hands up, because I have seen chat has gone wild. So I don't think I'm going to go through the entire chat. So if you have anything pressing that you want to ask, if you have anything pressing that you want to add, please do. Megan, Victory, one of the most amazing, kind, intelligent women I know. Thank you so much, beautiful. So much information to help people change their health. Yes, that's why I'm doing this. Yes, I've been putting this together just so you understand. Yeah, this has been 6 months in the making. So you need to understand, I've been testing these programs for myself. I've been researching and putting things together. And I've been putting my knowledge and the knowledge of the research together. So just want you to understand that please don't take this as an easy way out. Yeah, oh, this is what it does and this is how it is. I want you, my intention of this is for you to take this PDF and take the Heal Advisor app, search app, and go, how can I support myself? How can I support my body today so I can come back into balance? Check in with your body. Ask yourself and ask your body, what does my body need? How can I support it better? So not looking for miracle pills and magic solutions, but really working on your body and with yourself, because trust me, I'm an example that you can transform and heal, but you need to do the work. I'm sorry, there is no other way. You can wish for it to come out of the sky, but it's not going to. Yeah, just letting you know. Okay, Dr. C. Elancheran. Okay,
Yes,
go for it.
yes, Dr. Noon. Regarding that paleo diet, because there the main focus is on 70% carbohydrate, 20% protein, and 10% 70% fat, and the 20% protein and 10% carbohydrate. What is your suggestion that?
As I said, everyone's different. For my body works better on protein, than carbohydrates. Currently, my diet is really low on carbohydrates. My carbohydrates come from vegetables. That's about it. I don't eat grains. I don't eat pasta. I don't eat processed stuff. I don't eat bread. So the carbohydrates that I do for myself are from vegetables, like sweet potatoes, normal potatoes, leafy greens, pumpkins, carrots, those kind of carbohydrates. Yeah, we need to understand there's a difference between two types of carbohydrates, right? Yeah. So we have a complex and a simple carbohydrate. Yes. So we need to understand that complex carbohydrates, what's going on? Carbohydrates are actually much better for your body. Why? because your body takes more time to break down sugars, which
the
are in your carbohydrates.
the glycemic index, that's
It's low, yes.
yes.
So you also need to understand that our society, and this is probably a bit stretching for everyone, but our society has been known to live from sugars. And carbohydrates are sugars. So your body's primary energy and it should come from fats. Yeah. Because that's the only way so let me paraphrase this, right? Why fats? Your brain needs 95% fats in order to work. So you need, it's 95% fat. So if you're eating sugars, you will not feed your brain. You will feed the bacteria in your gut. So, and you're literally raising inflammation in the body. So no matter how many frequencies you're going to apply, if you don't change the structure of what you're eating and investing in your body, nothing's going to change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So
You're welcome. Okay. Any other questions, or are we? Oh, hand. Look at that. I don't know why it popped in the middle. That's really interesting. Okay. Nitika. I'm so sorry if I pronounced it.
Yeah, hi Petra, that's Nitika.
Nitika. Okay.
Yeah, I have also been on high protein, no carbs, and no grains. It really makes a lot of difference to the gut. I was highly acidic and lot of bloating, so I left gut, lactose, and I only have now cottage cheese. That's okay if I'm intolerant to lactose.
Okay, so this is going to be probably stretching everybody's brains as well. So, we are not intolerant to lactose. Yeah. So we can only digest lactose if we have an enzyme for lactose. So the enzyme
lactase. Yeah.
Let's pause that one. Yeah. So what everybody's thinking is I'm literally, intolerant to dairy. Yeah. But you are intolerant to conventional dairy, which is homogenized and processed, meaning that it's literally white water. Even that white water is acidic, because normal proper milk from a cow that is raw, yeah, which is mind-blowing to me, because in Australia you can't buy a raw cow's or goat's milk without getting in trouble with the government, because it's not for human consumption. Where in my country, where I come from, we have machines, yeah, that store raw milk in the city, where you can actually pop a bottle underneath, and literally farmers come every morning bringing raw cow's milk that has been fed up in the mountains. Yeah. So we need to understand that raw cow's milk or goat's milk is actually more closer to our body than raw cow's milk. But the enzyme of literally digesting the lactose comes from the raw milk. It's already in the milk. So if you're literally drinking raw milk, you will get the enzyme to convert and produce or digest that. But if you're drinking a conventional milk, you won't. But if your body is already under stress and you are allergic or intolerant to certain things, that means that your gut has been so damaged and your body has become so acidic that you now need to eliminate everything out of your diet in order to help your body regenerate. And when your body regenerates, trust me, when you're going to drink raw milk or you're going to drink conventional milk, you will feel the difference. You know why? Because you will be okay with raw milk, but you won't be okay with conventional milk. Just letting you know. So people think that milk is wrong, or cheese is wrong, or meat is wrong. My suggestion to you would be to start actually asking yourself, why do we need to eliminate and label everything as wrong? Why can't we actually look at food as it was in nature, right? So let me just give you an example of this. If you go in Australia, for example, into a shop, we have these star ratings. Yeah, so star means 1 to 5 stars, meaning 5 stars is amazing nutrition, 1 star is horrible nutrition. Yeah, so when we look at canola oil on a shelf, it has 4.5 stars.
Oh my
When we
God.
look at organic grass-fed butter, it has 1.2 stars. Yeah, which to me means that somebody wants you to eat canola oil, and if you don't know what canola oil is, please do research, because it's literally pure toxin.
Yeah.
Yes, so canola oil was made to actually leather the machines, the propellers of the airplane through the Second World War. Yeah? So we need to understand, now you're putting that into your body. And the butter should be what? 1.2 stars unhealthy, where
That's
you
very
get,
healthy. That's very healthy fat.
of course it is, but it needs to be organic. If it's
Yeah.
not organic grass-fed butter, you will get the chemicals in there, and you're going to get hormones, growth hormones from animals. You're going to get vaccines and antibiotics and all of that influences your body, especially with women, because all of those are what we call estrogens, which are literally what are turned into xenoestrogens, which mimic estrogen in your body when we looked at the hormonal balance, and actually messes up with your hormones. So it messes up with everything in the body, and it's a pure toxin. So we need to understand that putting things into brackets or boxes of this is good, this is bad, is not going to serve you. Finding ways of what is natural, closest to nature, the better your body will feel. And try experimenting with that. Because if you look at the shelf and says 4.5 and the government says it's great, and you trust that, and then you get sick, well, I would start questioning that for yourself.
So my question was that should I take cottage cheese if I'm
As I said,
lactose intolerant?
depending what the cottage cheese is and how you make it, where does it come from? What animal does it come from? How was that animal fed? Where was this animal? How was it treated? So we can't just say cottage cheese is good or not. We can't. Yes, it has higher protein, but if it's conventional, it's going to be horrible for your body.
Okay.
Yeah. And people say to me, okay, I make cottage cheese at home. Right. From what do you made it from? That's always my question. So if you make the cottage cheese from a raw milk, from a cow that was fed well, that is an organic cow that actually is on a pasture, then great. Because you have enzymes in there. And when the cottage cheese ferments, you have lactobacillus in there, which is great bacteria for your gut. But if you actually buy conventional milk and add probiotics in there in order to make cottage cheese, then no. Right? Because it's acidic for your body either way. So there's no, asking questions. And this is something I really want to, I know sometimes I feel like I want to shake people, but at the same time, it's like, don't stop asking questions that are black and white questions. Start asking questions. Where does this come from? Be curious. Start exploring. Start making a priority for yourself. Because if you're not actually looking into what you're putting on your skin, what you're putting in your body, what you're putting in your mouth, what you're putting on your hair, what you're breathing, whatever, right? You need to understand. I know it's horrible. And people say to me, but that's so much. Yes, I know it's so much. But what do you value? Do you value your health? Or or is that not as much of importance to you, and you're not willing to actually make an effort and actually do some work for yourself? Because nobody else will do it for you. I'm doing this all for you, and I put a lot of energy into this, but it will not make sense if you actually don't invest in yourself, take the time and put effort and literally integrate it. I can give you all this knowledge, but knowledge without integration is nothing. It's not wisdom. right? So you are the one. You need to empower yourself in order to say, what is it that I want? How do I want to live? How do I want to eat? How do I want to think? How do I want to feel?
Okay, so second question. My husband is having IBS. So fast 15, 20 days, he's passing a lot of stool. So does the DNNS help him with the programs, can help him with this
So
particular programs?
IBS is a leaky gut symptom. So meaning that his gut has holes in it. Yeah, so toxins are actually going into the bloodstream. So you need to detoxify the body and heal the gut first. So digestion, digital nutrition, yes. But I would, if he has not done any programs, pop him on Gold Cycle, pop him on, so Gold Cycle, Deep Cycle, Power of 3, and then bioenergetic vitalization. And you can combine bioenergetic vitalization with digital nutrition. And we're going to have a protocol in our Facebook group after we finish the Power of 3. We are going to do the bioenergetic
So you said deep
vitalization.
cycle, deep edge.
So Gold Cycle for a month. I'm going to prepare the protocols for you for 3 months. But for now, Gold Cycle for a month. Deep Cycle for at least 4 weeks. And then Power of 3, which is 9 weeks. Yeah? And you need to look at the diet. So he needs to go off all grains, all carbohydrates, all starches, all sugar, all fruit for at least 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to heal. And bone broth, organic bones, if you can have them, or grass-fed bones at home. Bone broth is amazing because it has high collagen to heal the gut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Thank you so
all
much.
those programs are amazing for the gut.
Okay.
You're welcome, Nitika. Okay, next. Nafis. Hope that's
Yes, you that was the correct thing, Nafis only. Hi, Petra.
Nafis.
A
Hi.
very very good afternoon to you, and thank you so much. It's an amazing session always whenever we attend, and you are
Thank you.
in very lot of detailing. You tell everything, and that is something. We feel very blessed. Thank you for that.
Thank
So
you for that too.
I was just wondering if you have anything like last week I had some abdomen pain. So I was just wondering how we can actually analyze in Heal Advisor. Do I have to mention there that abdomen pain or anything, something like that? If any particular area is paining or any particular disease is there, to check
So are we
what Heal
talking
Advisor
about
can just let us know.
So are we talking about Heal Advisor search, or are we talking about Heal Advisor
Yeah,
analysis?
search.
So the blue app search. So
Search. Yeah.
search does not, so Heal Advisor search does not analyze. Yeah, so you can put in a specific concern and it will come up with specific list of programs. Heal Advisor Analyst app, which is the blue app, yeah, actually analyzes your energetic field, your organs, and the energetic field of the organs of the bodies and the systems. Yeah. So if you actually run the all Healy programs on your blue app, yeah, it will come up with specific programs for you in that moment. So you can actually vibrate those programs. You can actually choose the top one and apply it for yourself with a pink app. Because abdominal pain can be so many different things. I'm not a doctor, so I can't actually say, there's multitude of things that can happen in there. Yeah. So I don't know what happened emotionally, don't know what happened energetically, I don't know what happened, physically. So there's so many elements that are influencing that part. So I would because I'm not a doctor, I do have a lot of knowledge, but I'm not a doctor, right? So my suggestion would be to use the blue dot app, do all Healy programs, and then deeper scan the top 2 or 3, because you will see the patterns that are coming up. And maybe in the future we can do a workshop on how to combine certain things together so you can become a detective. I've been having that already. Yeah.
Okay. If somebody is taking alcohol continuously, how we can actually like in digital nutrition, anything particular I have to run, or only a goal cycle I can give them?
So if they are ingesting alcohol, you want to support them. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. Maybe reduce their alcohol intake or something like that.
Okay, this is my limited opinion. Yeah, and please don't take this in any way, the only thing. But if they are ingesting alcohol, there is an emotional issue behind it. Yeah. So we need to look at that first. So you can't force anyone to change unless they want to. So if you want to support them and they are actually asking you to support them, please do not do things if nobody asks you to. Yeah. Because it's breaching the energetic boundaries. You can actually run aura or coaching scan on them. Yeah, so you can actually vibrate that into the field in order to see what's going on emotionally and in a mental patterns. So because that normally is a trauma response. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Petra. That was amazing.
You're more
Thank
than
you.
welcome. You're more than welcome. Okay, let me lower this one. And Aditya, your turn.
Hi, Petra. As always, it's been an amazing session, and you put in so much of work, which nobody can. It's humanly not possible, but you put in so much work. I had questions regarding the ingestion of caffeine and tea. So there's a lot of doubt about whether coffee is good or tea is good, or whether just having coffee or tea just by themselves and not adding any milk or anything to it. So I believe that the way tea is supposed to be had is just the brewed part of it, and don't add milk to it, because that's how it was started, right? Or even coffee. So what do you think if I add milk to it would happen?
Okay, this is my opinion and solely my opinion. Yeah. Coffee and the caffeine in coffee ingested daily is toxic to your liver.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to protect your liver long term, then stop drinking coffee. Because coffee, in essence, in generations back, yeah, when indigenous people actually drank it, they have not drank it every day. It was used as a plant medicine. Yeah. And it was used as actually activating certain parts of the body in order to detox and activate certain things in the body. So it was not ingested every single day because it actually is toxic to the liver. When we're looking at the black tea, it also contains caffeine. Yeah. And it contains tannins. So tannins in certain amounts are beneficial to the brain and the heart. But again, small doses. Combined with caffeine, it's actually toxic to the liver. Yeah. When we add milk, we already have a toxicity that's high, be it coffee or black tea. Yeah. We have toxicity that's high. And if we add milk, and if it's a conventional milk, we now are bringing extra acidity into the body. So if your body is already out of balance and you're bringing more acidity to the body, your body does not have the capacity to actually clean up that acidity. So your immune system eventually will suffer. So people that actually drink coffee regularly can also get sick more often because of that situation. Yeah. So just have in mind that if you are, I don't want to, burst any bubbles. And I know a lot of people love coffee and I used to love it too. But unfortunately, if you would like to heal the body, you will need to eliminate certain things that are actually causing suffering to your body. And that sometimes means that you need to eliminate things that you are addictive to, because caffeine is addictive. And if you want to replace that with something, dandelion root tea is amazing. Yeah. And
yes.
it can taste almost like coffee.
Yeah, and I just one more question with regarding to cardiac health. I haven't seen anything in the PDF in the quick perusal that I had to get. I didn't see anything about apolipoprotein B and coenzyme Q10. So
Oh, plenty of it. When you're gonna get the PDF, you will see that in there.
is there? Okay, all right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
And you were asking about cardiovascular health. Was that the question?
Yeah.
So there's a program for heart harmony specifically, but there's also like if you want to support that, then combine. If you go into Heal Advisor search and you put in cardiovascular health or heart health, it will come up with programs like heart harmony, blood harmony, bioinformation, right? And I always say that's why I combine these two different programs together, bioenergetic vitalization and digital nutrition, because when you are actually utilizing the bioenergetic vitalization, for example, like programs like youth, pineal gland, or epigenetic regeneration. So those are programs that are actually helping regenerate the DNA. And if you're adding the digital nutrition, you're actually allowing the body to have the nutrients that it needs in order to regenerate better. Yeah?
Yep. All right. Yep. Makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so next one is Tapan. Go for it.
Good afternoon, Petra. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you. Slowly, but hear you.
If you remember, my question is not for today's program. Your program today is wonderful. I was with Herbalife for a long time.
I'm so sorry, but you have an echo at the back, so I can hardly hear you. Do you have two screens on, two microphones on?
Yes.
So can you turn one off so that maybe I can hear you better?
Hello, can you hear me now?
A bit better. Yeah, okay. Let's try it.
My question is not for today. I am very much impressed what you said about today. But my question is for last week's program. I am 82 years old. You had advised me to stop using vibration program. Do you remember?
Oh, so because you were having issues,
Yes.
right? Yes. So I just recommended it. I did not advise. Yes. So that was your choice to choose if you want to. Yeah.
Whatever it is, but I believe you. And I followed it strictly. I stopped it totally. You told me to stop it for a week and start with one program. I am, in the meantime, I am doing, grounding with the soil. That has given me very good result. In fact, I am going in the morning on the ground and lying down there, not only legs. And it is giving me very good feelings. My pain has also reduced a lot.
Good.
But the problem is I am feeling so sleepy. I cannot explain. All the time.
Yes. Okay. So when we start applying frequencies, our body starts eliminating things that it does not need. Yeah. And when it does eliminate things, and we start grounding, which means that we start discharging the excess current of the body that we don't need anymore, what happens is our body starts to become sleepy and tired. Why? Because we've been probably, for a long time, have not noticed how tired our body actually is. And when we're coming back to balance, our body starts to regenerate, and your body does not have enough energy to regenerate because you've been stressing it for a long time. So it's okay to rest and sleep. It's okay to ground, because when you're going to ground, the grounding itself will discharge the excess energy and your body will come back into rest and digest. So keep going. Slowly start with one program and keep going. I would suggest that you keep grounding, and probably after a month or so, you will see some changes. Yeah?
I have got some more question because, I was using this Healy for last 17, 18 months. Wonderful results. Now, the things have got a bit heavy. And whenever I was taking the programs of weakness or anything, I was getting very good results. So I have got little bit of problem with urination and all. So I need to do so many programs that you have advised me not to advise me or whatever.
Yes, because your body has different needs. Your body will change. Your body will change, and you need to adapt to the changes of your body. You can still go back to your programs if you want to every single day, but you need to test it. So we need to give our body a pause. Yeah, so we can see how our body does with the frequencies that we've been applying, so we can integrate it. Yeah, so I have my Healy for 4 years now, and I had to stop the Healy for 6 months in between because my body didn't wanted it, because my body needed to actually ground and discharge and integrate the frequencies. And after 6 months, my body said, hey, what about that Healy? And I started using the Healy again. And I started using it differently because my body had different needs. So you need to understand that this is not an addiction. This is a tool that supports your body to come back to balance. So you need to start thinking in that direction to actually observe your body's feedback and support it in whatever situation it is. Does that make sense?
Yes, it's all right. But what is there? I have got some problems. Like, bit of urination problem. I feel that I should take vibration now of for kidney and
You can.
some other problems also. But you have restricted me. I'm not going to take any more program.
No, it's not about, you need to listen to yourself. So if you feel like you want to, then do it. It's not me. I can't take responsibility for your life, for your choices. You need to actually do that for yourself. I just gave you a suggestion so you can actually try something. But if you feel you want to, it's your choice. Make sure that you make your own choices. Yeah, because I can't take responsibility for anyone. I can only take responsibility for myself. And I'm doing that for my life. So make sure that you are checking in with your body. So if you feel like you want to do a program, and then see how you feel afterwards. Yes. So this is not a consultation here. Yes. So I can't give you consultations. I can't give you an advice. I gave you a suggestion, and you need to take responsibility for that. I can't take responsibility for anyone here. So make sure that if your body feels that you need a program, please do it. If you don't feel that you want to, don't do it. Yeah, so you need to check in with your body and trust your body to tell you what it needs. Yeah, so if you have issues, then, there's, yes, applying the frequencies, but I've been talking about this for a long time. Applying frequencies, but also looking at what needs to change in your environment. Also looking at what needs to change in your thought patterns, what needs to change in your emotional suppressions that are in the body. So looking at different levels of yourself in order to actually get better results. Because if we are looking at just one level, we'll have results to a certain point, but then when we actually need to go deeper, we need to actually change the strategy. It's the same in life, it's the same in business. It doesn't really matter. You can't just go doing the same thing again and again and again, expecting a different result. Yeah, that's what Einstein said, it's insanity.
I have taken it as your suggestion only. No question of blaming or anything like that. And because I respect your feelings, the way you have demonstrated the flow of hormones, your pituitary gland, midnight gland, and all these effects, I try to study about these things, and I try to follow it. So it's a good suggestion what you did, and only for suggestions only I am asking for this, and I will, as you suggested, I will again change my programs to some extent, but I will not go for too many programs at a time.
Yeah, trust your body and see how it responds. If you don't feel good after one program, then pull it back. If you feel great after 2 programs, great, continue. So trust your body. Yeah, and what it actually tells you. That's all I'm gonna say. Any other questions from you?
No, for the time being, it's all right. I am with nutrition for a long time. I was in Herbalife. Herbalife. I was with that, and I was very good.
I'm so sorry, you froze, so I'm just gonna mute this one. And we have to go forward.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, so Mamta, hope I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah, Petra, here. It's Mamta Nagar
Hi,
here.
I can hear you.
Hi. Yeah. Actually, I've been running a Power of 3 program for my one of my friend's kid. she's 7-year-old. Okay, so because of colds and cough, because of the weather, and it's not it's not coming down. So should I run digital nutrition also for her?
So first of all, as a disclaimer, Healy does not recommend using Healy devices on children. Yeah, so I have to put this out as a disclaimer.
That's
Yeah.
like distance healing, I'm saying.
Sorry?
Distance healing. I'm using Blue app, distance healing.
Oh, the Blue app. This is Healy.
Yes.
Have you scanned the all Healy programs?
Yeah. In that,
And
it
what
shows
does it
power
come
of
up?
3 also.
So it came up at the top as a power of 3.
Like that came up in third place actually.
So what came up at the first place?
So bioenergetic vitalization and all.
I thought so. Okay. It should be the bioenergetic harmonization or harmony or bioenergetic vitalization. So if it came up as bioenergetic vitalization, vibrate that. Yeah. Otherwise, I would scan bioenergetic harmony 1, which has also the defense programs and bacteria programs in there. You can check that. But I would trust whatever Healy comes up with. So if you scan all Healy programs, it will always come up with what needs to be addressed first, right? So you don't know why that cough is there. Yeah, cough can be either physical, it can be energetic, it can be emotional. There's different ways of doing things, right? It can be a combination of things. So I normally scan. So I normally scan all Healy programs. Sorry, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
It was
I know. Yeah, if that set of program has come, so can I run all together, or usually I run it like once each one differently. But I just am asking you if I'm running all together for 27 minutes. So whatever the programs has come in all Healy programs, this thing actually. So can I run all the programs together?
You can, but 27 minutes for a child is a lot. Yeah. So I would rather do, like, if you do all Healy programs, I would rather do either 4 times a minute and 20, and then I would do the top 2 that come up and scan it deeper, and those I would do like a minute and 20 each. Yeah. We need to understand that the smaller the body, the lower the time. Yeah. So we need to adjust the timing.
20, you mean 2 minutes or what?
So there's an option for a minute and 20. So 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah, and 4 times a day, for example. Yeah, if you want to do the whole Healy programs, or you can do, for example, 2 minutes of the whole, like all Healy programs, and then the top one that comes up, you do 4 times a day, a minute and 20. And then the second one that comes up, you can do just a minute and 20 or 2 minutes. So I wouldn't do 27 minutes for a child. Like that's too much. Like it's like with animals, like animals with resonance, they're so like, we had a training on that, and Donna explicitly said no more than 37 seconds because it's a small body, and the smaller the animal or the smaller child, they're more open and to the frequency, so they are more sensitive, so they will be absorbing more. So I would be really mindful of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Petra.
You're welcome. Okay. Whew, we're 1:45. I think we are done. If there's no pressing questions for the digital nutrition or anything else, I will be posting everything into the group as soon as I get the link to the training from Healy Corporate. It will be available in the group. Normally it's the beginning of next week. If I'm lucky, it's the next day. So it depends on the situation, but be gentle with me. As soon as it comes in, I pop it into the group. I will pop into the group also the PDF, and I will give you the slides from today so you can actually check in with that. If there's any questions, you can always ask in the group, in the comments or in the group. You have the entire support of the beautiful group. We're almost 1,000 members there to help you and support you. But if there's nothing else, I will love you and leave you for tonight. And we are stepping into August next week. We have some exciting trainings coming up, including our business suit that we are launching with Healy, and I'm really excited to share that one with you. I've been testing it for the last a bit over a month, and it's been amazing, honestly amazing. I can't wait to share that with you. And lots of different topics coming in August. We have Mag Healy coming, which everybody's been asking for, so we are tackling down and really looking at the Mag Healy. But for now, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I'll be seeing you in the next month on next Thursday night, as always. Thank you. Have a great night. Bye-bye.